Hi, everyone, and welcome to the White Hatter News Show.
Hey, I'm Darren.
And Brandon. We got some technical topics today.
Technical.
Yeah, especially for those people who are working from home or who are running businesses from home.
Yeah, well, you know, a lot of us are doing that right now.
Yes.
Right, for sure. So I'm looking forward to today's show. So what do we got going?
Let's get straight into the updates.
Oh.
First update from us, for those who haven't checked out already, we have a new expert interview on the channel.
Yeah, this is with Chief Manak from the Victoria Police Department. Fitting, this week was Police Appreciation Week across the United States, so it kind of fit in nicely. And with Chief Manak, we talked about how the department is using social media during COVID-19 and how the department has kind of pivoted in order to deal with the COVID-19 pandemic and what it is they're doing as an operation to deal with it. It was a really good interview. Check it out on our YouTube channel, right? And when you get there, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And by the way, Brandon, you did something kind of cool with the YouTube channel right now. You got 2 different streams on there?
Yeah, we have 2 playlists. One playlist for this show and one playlist for our expert interviews, because we're doing so many more interviews. We just made a whole playlist, and you can watch that and just...
So for people who aren't very knowledgeable on YouTube, when you go to our YouTube channel, there's a place, it says playlist, and you click on it, you can see the 2 difference, right?
Yeah.
You can see the ones where we interview experts from around the world, and then this show.
Yes.
Yeah, perfect. Check it out. Really good interview, and thanks to Chief Manak for participating. Really looking forward to this week. We're going to be talking to Mike Russell.
Yes.
He's with a big Cowichan school district, and he's the director now of communications there. And we're going to be talking about how their district is now again pivoting as a result of what's happened with COVID-19, how they're using social media and some of his thoughts. Just a really good interview. Make sure you check it out, and that'll be happening Thursday, our Thinkable Thursday.
Also, a new update from us. We're doing a free webinar for parents, caregivers.
Free.
Anyone who has any questions for us for 30 minutes. That's on May 25th, so a couple weeks from now, and we'll be hosting that here in the studio using what we use here at the studio, and should be a lot of enlightening topics and tools and resources we're going to share with you.
So what are you going to talk about on that one?
Monitoring, filtering tools and guides and resources for families to manage internet use in the home and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about the difference between monitoring and spying and all that kind of stuff, right? So check it out. You're the lead on that one, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty cool watching you do that.
All right, and let's get into some news topics.
Oh, news. In the news.
So again, the news topics this week were a lot more kind of security related for working from home, which is all really important in today's world.
Yeah.
So Kaspersky, a security company, they did a survey of 6,000 people from across the US, UK, Australia, Spain, Germany, Sweden, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And they asked people about how COVID's impacting their work. And here are the key highlights from that survey. 55% of people said that their employers had provided them with a device to work from home.
Makes sense.
Makes sense, working from home. I mean, maybe if you're like a programmer, or maybe like a game, I've seen a lot of game developer companies now, they're taking the PCs they've had at the game company office and they're giving it to the employees to use those powerful PCs, because to do game development, you need a powerful PC.
Yeah, we wrote a blog on, you know, if you're using computers at home for work, on how to make it safer, right? So you can find it on our website. What's our website?
thewhitehatter.ca.
What's the second one up there?
26% of workers say that they do not have separate rooms for all family members who need to work from home. And this makes sense given property prices and whatnot in the market today.
Have you seen some of the TikToks? They're kind of funny, right? Where one person's working on their computer doing work and the other spouse is going, blah, 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 running by them wearing different outfits.
I'm still a piece of garbage. That one?
Yeah, it's so funny. So check it out. So I can definitely see that one. What's the next one?
51%.
You missed one, 33%.
30% of respondents have said that they have been in more conflicts with their children over internet use limitations.
Well, if you only have 1 or 2 computers in the home and you got 4 kids running around, they each want to get on the internet. I can see that happening.
Makes sense. Or probably kids spending more time online. Parents like, well,
I need time to work.
Yeah.
33%. That's actually lower than what I thought it was going to be. What's the next one?
Was 51% of workers had admitted watching adult content on devices they use for work purposes.
Uh-oh. That could be problematic if we're doing it on a company computer that they've given you, because once you take the computer back and the IT people go through it, they could potentially see some things, right?
Yeah.
Something to think about.
73% of workers have not received any IT security awareness training from their employers since they transitioned from working from home. And this is definitely concerning.
That is. Why is that a concern?
Because working from home is a very different security environment than working in an office.
For sure. Because
especially when you're responsible for the connection, the security, and all that stuff.
Yeah, because most businesses, bigger ones anyways, have put proper security walls in place to ensure they're sandboxing their units.
Yeah.
And safety. Yeah, that one's a concern. Again, we talk about on our blog post about how you can go about securing your home network to make it a little bit safer. Nothing's ever 100% safe, so make sure you check it out. What's the next one?
53% of people said they use a VPN while working from home.
Is that needed? What do you think?
In today's world, if you're doing business, it's recommended, especially if it is. Well, I mean, you can have company-specific VPNs, where you connect to your company through a VPN, and many companies are going towards that, but that's more mid to big business companies. From small companies, it's mostly using a small independent VPN. Depending on the type of work, VPNs, I guess, they're always great for security. For that reason alone, I think they're pretty good for that.
Yeah, I mean, we use one, right?
Yes.
So we use one. Which one do we use?
We use private internet access.
Yeah, PIA. Check it out. It's on our website, right?
Yes, it is.
It's
I think
on
it
our
is.
website.
Should be.
Yeah.
27% said that they have received malicious emails that use COVID-19 as the main topic of interest.
We're going to kind of talk about that one in another
article we
that we have later on, right? So, I mean, it doesn't surprise me, right? Like the criminal element, as Chief Manak said in the interview we did, they adapted pretty quickly to using COVID to their advantage, right? They're extremely opportunistic, and this is a good example how those types of malicious emails, phishing attacks were extremely opportunistic because of the panic surrounding COVID-19.
Yes.
Right. So, what else we got going?
We also have another research survey from another security analysis company who kind of survey data risks and security. And they survey different industries, but the one I want to highlight here is, in particular, 54% of IT professionals in the educational sector confess that their employees put data at risk by sharing it via cloud apps outside of IT's knowledge.
So for those people who are watching who don't know, what is the cloud? Is it this magical unicorn place up there somewhere where people do magical things? Like, what is the cloud? I mean,
it kind of is like that.
I know, but what is the cloud?
I mean, basically, cloud is servers.
So it's something.
Computers.
It's something like a cup. It's a server somewhere in the world that is in a building somewhere called a server farm, right? Yeah. It's not this magical, mythical HR Puffin stuff. Do you know who HR Puffin stuff is?
No.
I know you're the boomers who are watching know who HR Puffin stuff is.
So definitely interesting for educational sector. Where basically people kind of assume education should have a higher level of security and privacy built into it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you're involved in education, you are a student, a parent, or something like that, asking some questions in terms of where the data is being stored and kept is all legitimate questions when dealing with education.
Can we give a shout out here?
Sure.
Kat, Binary Tattoo. She's really on the issue right now surrounding privacy and legislation.
Yes.
And she does a lot of teaching to corporate entities and administrations now on some of these very issues, right? So shout out to Kat. Hey, Kat.
Hello.
I'll make sure I tell her that we gave her a shout out in today's session.
Okay.
Meow. Kat, get it?
I get it.
Okay.
So the U.S. Senate votes to allow FBI to look at your web browsing history without a warrant. Okay, so, I mean, it's a little misleading of a title. Basically, they've been able to do that since the Patriot Act.
Yeah.
So what happened last week, there was a vote in the Senate basically to make amendments to the Patriot Act in order to improve privacy for American citizens.
Right.
So what happened, the Senate voted against the amendments, meaning that the previous law still
applies. It's still valid.
applies. So it's nothing new.
Right.
I mean, like I did some research, and all the news titles are like, they vote to allow this. It's like it's been happening since early 2000s.
And let me get this right. This happened in the Senate.
Yes.
So that's Mitch McConnell, and he probably did his voting count because he's good at that kind of stuff. And he noticed that there were enough people there to make sure that it stayed status quo, right?
Well, yeah, so some controversies are happening.
No.
I know.
Controversies in U.S. politics?
Yeah, I know. Basically, there are some members of Senate who would have voted who would have voted to have amendments to increasing privacy, but they were in quarantine.
Yeah.
So they couldn't physically be there.
Yeah. So it's not just the FBI, it's all the other three-letter great please, CIA, FBI, and NCIS, and that's four.
Do
you watch that show? NCIS?
A long time ago.
Okay. Why not?
I don't watch regular TV anymore.
All right.
I got Netflix and Amazon Prime.
Well, whatever, millennial.
I've been watching Upload.
Whatever, millennial.
Watching Upload?
What?
Have you watched Upload yet on
What's
Amazon
an
Prime?
Upload? What's Upload?
It's
Oh, that show.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've seen it on TV. Is it any good?
I binged it last episode. I binged it all yesterday.
Was it any good?
Oh, yeah, it's really good.
Really?
Yeah.
It looked kind of stupid, actually. When
It is.
That's what makes it funny?
There's funny built into it.
What's it called?
Upload.
So Upload. For those of you who are watching, check it out. Let us know. What do you think?
It's Amazon Prime original.
All right, there you go.
And, I mean, I like it.
Cringe?
Sometimes.
Okay.
But that's the part of it.
All right. That's a
the
part
glory.
of. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I'm finishing probably the last episode tonight. I binged it. So where were we? Oh yeah. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed. All right.
Yeah. There is a flaw in the Thunderbolt protocol.
What's a Thunderbolt?
It is a.
Isn't that what the computer's plugged into right now? It's like a USB thing, right?
It's a USB, but USBs can have additional protocols in there that add extra speed, basically.
All right. So it's basically something that you plug into your computer. It's a port that you plug into.
It's a USB port. Some of them have Thunderbolt enabled, some of them don't.
Port.
Thunderbolt enabled ports on computers allow for higher speed.
Right.
Because they're just more powerful.
Gotcha.
So apparently it's a flaw. So basically, there's a flaw that if an attacker, a bad actor, were to gain physical access to someone's computer, laptop, PC, you name it.
Yeah. Does that include a Mac?
It includes the Macs.
Damn.
They can then have full control over the system
Okay,
by using a flaw in the Thunderbolt protocol.
So what? By just plugging in like a malicious malware stick?
No, not quite that easy. So they have to actually have access to the circuit board.
So what? They have to take the computer and unscrew the back of it to get access to it?
Yeah, but when you think about it, like my MacBook, you flip it over, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 6 screws on a MacBook.
Okay.
So you take out the 6 screws, and then you can go through the attack.
Oh.
So, I mean, the risk level for the average person is like,
pretty low.
Pretty
Right,
low.
yeah.
But for those people in very sensitive industries, maybe corporate espionage is involved, perhaps, basically, always keep a hand on your devices, especially when traveling.
And this is a reminder, right?
You shouldn't be traveling anyways.
but the point, it's a legit point, right? Like, you know, if I was a bad actor and I'm going after corporate espionage, one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to concentrate on rather expensive hotels where we know that these executives like to stay in. And then I'm going to find a poor maid who's working minimum wage. And I'm going to go, you know what? I'm going to give you $5,000 that if this week, if you see any laptops in rooms and people aren't there, if you can just quickly put in a thumb drive or just pull out the computer quickly, give it to us, let us do a couple things, take us 5 minutes to do, and give it back $5,000. You know, the criminal element is doing that with credit card skimmers, right? I know of one case that we investigated where it was a person working in a self-serve station getting paid minimum wage. Organized crime came in and said, guess what? If you allow us to do this quick exchange, we'll give you $10,000 a week, 10 grand a week to do that for us. So I mean, it's just another
Pretty
really
good offer.
Oh, you figure, right? So this is just a really good reminder that when you're traveling on the road and you got your laptops, especially for corporate executives and people who have anything sensitive on their computers, make sure you secure them, right?
Or let's say if you are disposing of your old computer. I mean, Thunderbolt's pretty new, so you have to like disposing of your new computer.
Yeah.
But keeping in mind, this is like a hardware issue. So if you're disposing of a computer, making sure that you pull up the hard drive, the flash drive, the memory of that computer.
How many people are going to do that though, right? How many basic mom and pop
I know a lot of people don't do that. Yeah. That's why people can go to like.
Well, weren't you telling me when you worked at a fairly well-known store conglomerate here in Canada that deals with technology that you were saying that a lot of people who throw or trade the stuff in, they don't wipe any of that stuff, right?
Yeah. So like those trading, like those recycling bins at retail stores. You take your old computer, a retail store will go, yeah, sure, for free. Well, you can drop your computer in this cage, and some of those cages aren't monitored or recorded or secured. So just pop out a hard drive, and there you go.
You got the information on it. Things to think about.
Yeah.
With convenience comes vulnerability, right?
Yes.
What's this one?
Given online shopping is seen an increase in the last little bit, obvious reasons.
Has it?
Because of human malware. Isn't that a good one? I heard that from Jay's 2 cents. Shout out to Jay's 2 cents.
Oh, human malware. Yeah. I like that. Because when you think about it, it is kind of true when you think about it, right?
Yeah. I heard that from a YouTuber. I was like, oh, okay. So full credit to Jay's 2 cents.
Oh, good shout out.
Who said human malware.
Yeah, good.
In order to get by YouTube's algorithm picking up the other word.
Oh, yeah.
That then pushes your video down.
It's important to give shout outs to people who deserve them, right? It's like Kat, meow, right? Giving her a shout out as well, right? She's going to love that when I let her know.
Researcher, Max, they did some studying and they found 1,236 websites infected with credit card skimmers.
Oh.
Stealers. So basically...
Not the actual skimmer.
No. But I mean, in the malware on the website, when you type in your credit card data, it would suck that data.
How many?
1,236. Now, these are all pretty like...
OMG.
Pretty like, these aren't the big names. These aren't the Best Buys, the Amazons, the Walmart. These are like the small little ones.
Small fish.
Yeah.
So how does a user prevent themselves from being hit by this stuff?
Generally having good antivirus that has a block list of all known malicious websites that are malicious.
But sometimes that could take a couple of days, if not a couple of weeks, right?
No. I mean, once a website's detected, like
That's
what happened here, it gets pushed. Or some antivirus programs will scan web pages for any malicious code before it launches.
And I think the other thing here too is if you're going to buy anything online, make sure you buy it from a very reputable, well-known site.
Yes.
Right? Is the other answer to the message.
Or if you're using your credit card, use a credit card masking service like privacy.com that gives you basically free virtual credit cards to use in replace of your credit card. So if it's compromised.
Say what?
So privacy.com, you connect to your bank account, and basically what happens is it generates disposable prepaid credit cards for you.
Really?
So you can use on websites, and if it's compromised,
it's free?
It's free, but it's free to use, but it connects to your bank account, and they take I think a small fee.
But that's my question. If it's connecting to your bank account, are you now giving them access into your bank account?
Well, privacy.com has some access, but I mean, it's better than they have access than random websites have access to your credit card data.
But I also think that most credit cards offer that if your card gets compromised, you're not responsible for it.
That would be dependent on your credit card company policy.
I guess. All right.
Most of the policies, people don't always follow through, or they go through all these hurdles to actually fix that issue.
So privacy.com, is that American?
Yeah, it's an American company.
You're concerned about it at all?
No. Security people use it all the time.
Oh, okay.
To basically hide their credit card data.
Gotcha.
From websites.
I just hope privacy.com doesn't get hacked. Just saying.
Well, it's no different than PayPal kind of thing.
That's true.
Yeah. Favicons found hosting credit card skimming malware.
Icons. What is a fave icon? Okay, I know what an icon is. What's a safe fave icon?
You know when you save a website to your bookmarks?
Yes.
And your bookmarks list has those little tiny icons?
Yep.
So those are favicons.
Oh.
So for example, the White Hatter's webpage, the whitehatter.ca.
Yeah, we have an icon.
What we've done in our fave icon code is we've uploaded a logo of the white hat to the fave icon. So if you bookmark the whitehatter.ca website, the icon will be a little white hat.
Gotcha.
Which is our logo. Yeah. Now, what this malicious company did is
right there.
What this company did is they basically stole a bunch of fave icons from around the web.
All right.
And they repackaged them with little viruses. So people making websites, you go, okay, I have a website, I need a little icon to make things
sneaky little buggers.
To make my website look a little more professional. I'm going to search online for fave icons.
Wow.
Come to this website repository of fave icons. You download one you like. Turns out, it's malware. And if you're running an e-commerce site, it's looking for client credit card data.
So how do you defend against this?
So there'll be two ways. So if you are a business owner, small business owner, you're building a website, because maybe you're now going online because you have to now, and you're looking to build a website, you want to look more professional, and you're looking for favicons, make sure that you, the person making the website, you have proper antivirus on your computer.
Okay.
So anything you download, you then upload to your website goes and is scanned through an antivirus program.
Gotcha.
And for consumers, making sure consumers have proper antivirus programs in place. So anything, websites you go to, you can do a little scan first and just double check, make sure things are at least decent.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
So.
Fave icons. Oh, all this new language I'm learning. Wow. Boomer.
One more survey done by Checkpoint. Surveying kind of, again, COVID-related viruses and scams and phishes. Basically, what they found is new phishing campaigns. They've discovered impersonating World Health Organization and popular video conferencing platforms, Zoom, to steal sensitive. You know, Zoom went down today.
Did
you
it?
hear that?
No.
If we go on Twitter, so a bunch of clients in the U.S. and U.K.
Really?
Zoom servers went down for a bit.
Oh.
Yeah, you can imagine all the chaos that caused.
Really? I'm just gonna have a look here.
Yeah. I think it's all back up to normal. I think only the dashboards now are kind of iffy if they're working or not. But yeah, anyways, there was a.
Well, I can imagine, right? I mean, they've just been inundated with business, so I would imagine their servers and stuff are working overtime. I bet you they're their cloud farms have probably got like super duper coolers in them, right? Because so many people are using their product.
They're probably using Amazon Web Services for that. I would assume.
Think so?
I would assume.
But those services are still in an Amazon cloud somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Little unicorns and Puff the Magic Dragon.
Checkpoint has seen increase of coronavirus-related cyber attacks per week. 30% increase over previous weeks. So we're seeing more attacks ramp up.
Makes sense.
Given the past weeks, 20,000 new coronavirus-related domains were registered.
Wow.
So
all Russian.
Perhaps. So I mean, we say this every week that we do the show. We're seeing more and more scams, malware, phishing attacks, all related to coronavirus and basically trying to get people scared to click links to then give out personal information, which can then be used to exploit.
I know that I wrote a small, quick fact check link that I've given you. We're going to be putting that up on our website, right? So we would strongly suggest that as you're reading this kind of stuff, if you don't know it's true or not, go to these fact checking links that we're going to be putting on our site really soon. So to give families and businesses an opportunity to check things out, right? Always question what it is you're reading, especially when it comes to COVID-19, because the criminal element has adapted and they're definitely using it to their advantage, right? For sure. So anything else?
That's the show.
That's the show. But having said that, I mean, this week, Thinkable Thursday. Don't forget to tune in to Thinkable Thursday this Thursday. That show. This will be posted on our website when? On YouTube. When's it going to be posted?
Well, you're seeing it now on Monday.
Well, there you go. So it's going to be posted. It'll be there on Monday for.
Well, this show's on Monday.
Right. So we're going to post that tomorrow, right?
Yes, because we record this the previous
That's
day,
what I meant.
we're not live.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
So you're going to see this on Monday, so tomorrow. What else we got going this week? Anything?
It's working on more webinar programs. We're going to be offering families and schools.
Yeah, we've moved a lot. Like you say, we're planning to do this in the fall, but given COVID-19, it's kind of tuned everything up, or pushed everything forward. So you're doing just a smack-up job getting a lot of that stuff in place, which is kind of cool. So it's keeping us all busy for sure. I know that I'm working on a couple of free webinar programs that we're going to be offering as well. We're finding that balance between webinars we're going to do where there's going to be a small cost associated, and we've decided that we're only charging out at what, $5.95? $5.95 for sessions, right? So because we wanted to keep it the price very, 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 very affordable, so people could attain it. But we're still going to be offering stuff for free as well, right? So yeah, looking forward to it. That new platform. What platform we're using to do our webinars right now?
We're using Crowdcast to host our webinars.
It is spectacular. Like I'm gonna toot my own horn here for Crowdcast. Just wonderful product that you've made. But I've probably been involved in about where I was a participant, probably close to 20 webinars online now. And without a doubt, like I know I'm tooting our own horn here, but the quality and the way that we've designed it is way different than anything else.
Well, I
we've
mean,
seen
we're
out there.
using the studio.
Yeah, I mean,
This environment.
yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool. And the reality is the Zoom product that is being used is not primarily being designed to be a webinar, right?
Well, I mean, Zoom has Zoom conferencing,
They do.
and then they have Zoom webinars.
Yes.
And they have two different platforms for each of those.
But a lot of people are using the conferencing side of things rather than the.
Because it's cheaper.
I know it's free, right? So, although remember last session we were talking about, Zoom came forward and said that they're doing end-to-end encrypting now of their product, but it's a premium one. You're gonna have to pay for that.
Yeah, I gotta look into that. If there's any updates on that, but yeah, we'll see where that goes.
But I mean, I just love. Please check out the free webinar that's coming up on the 27th. Was it, Brandon?
25th.
25th, the free one.
Yes.
Yeah, the free one's on the 25th. The one that we're doing on leveraging is on the 27th, I think it was. So make sure you check that one out. I think you guys are going to really enjoy it for sure. So on behalf of myself, I'm Darren.
And Brandon, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you again next week on the While You Had Our YouTube show.
See ya.
Bye, everyone.